All right, what's going on, guys? I'm back here today with the newest patch, trick shot update notes on the balancing and some general updates and bug fixes and etc. And I'm gonna go through these things. Some of you can just go into the patch notes and literally just read it, but I'm also going to sort of like take away some doubts that I've already seen somewhere and also was on my stream and so on, so I could try to help you. Okay, first of all, Bounty Store. Bounty Store is going to have a change. The Bounty Store was supposed to, every day that you do a quest, would get bounty coins. Unfortunately, that was bugged out. With this new patch, this is going to give you 30 coins for every normal mission, and you'll know that it's a normal mission because it says like 400 crystal, 400 coins, 400 gold. And then, for example, the 500 gold with more XP usually is the harder mission. So that one will give you 60 bounty coins, okay? So doing daily quests are now going to give you the coins, which is going to be very good. They also will have a different set for places to have bounty coins. For example, I don't have the earn free rewards here thing because of my country. That's also going to happen to some of you depending on which country you have. If you want to use a VPN and say you're in America so you can claim those rewards every day, hey, by all means, I don't think anybody's going to ban you for that. But basically, certain countries would not allow this, and as such, for example, like me, people will not have any ads. But there's other places that this is what I'm trying to get at, that we will start having bounty coins, where, for example, one of them will be the trials, and there'll be like rewards where you'll get and we'll have bounty coins. Right now, this is not on PDS, so no, you're not going to be able to see that. And also the crossover / event pass will also have that around here as well. According to what I saw on the stream, you'll be able to receive up to 3,000 bounty coins on the trials alone. I do not know about the event pass. All right. Also, they're also putting limited quantities on the bounty store, which may or may not be good. As you can see here now, like for example, I already own all the skins, but if you want to buy this one, imagine, and it's in a good price and you want to buy it, but you just don't have enough, it will be limited. So therefore, you're going to have to act fast. Okay, so there you go. That will be a thing for you to look out for. And also, they will be adding boosters into the store, which, in case you've seen on PDS, like the last patch before Ray came out, this new bounty store, they showed it with boosters here on the bottom part where we could buy them. So I'm guessing this is what they're talking about. All right, now let's go into some other stuff. For example, they also changed on those ads. If you have the ads, you'll have up to 35 different ads per day. Now you'll be able to watch to get some coins, bounty coins, and etc., gold, etc. So there you go. As for all right, this one here is like meh. They basically adjust some of the words, forbidden words like ass. If you'd say Cassie, since it has ass here, it would just like censor this part. It wouldn't make a lot of sense, but they've looked into the list and they've fixed some of these words, okay? They also made some sort of a fix on Mastery Champion rewards. I'm guessing it's the golden skin. Some people were not receiving those, so there you go. Now let's go into balances. Androxus, Defiance, that's his fist. It's now going to be 20 units instead of 25. All right, I think you can actually see that on his up to on the advance. I think it says up to 25 units. There you go. It's going to be now 20 units instead of 25. Also, one thing they changed was actually the card buying time. I'll go here really quick just to show you which card that is. Buying time is the card that will give you ammo back with reversal. Now, if you guys remember, they nerfed the card that would give you extra ammo on your gun. They took it out, basically, so now we're back to have max 6 bullets. But this card, if maxed out, you can actually put up to 10 bullets you'll receive, which doesn't make a lot of sense if you think about it, because if you put 2 points less, this is the max amount of ammo you're going to get. So this card would always be actually good to use in a certain way, because if you think about it, you would only have to use 3 points to max out the best effect possible. So they basically just fixed that, which is actually pretty good. This is more of a bug fix than anything, to be quite honest, but it's still kind of a nerf a little bit in a certain way. Atlas, the new talent where he was actually rewinding people when you use your rewind yourself, your second life or whatever it is. Now that has been changed and it has more range. So you'll be able to rewind people around you with a wider range. This is actually the reverse of what's happening to Andrew's punch. So there you go. And the nerf that was done to the big wall talent has been sort of reversed. I'm not sure exactly what it was before. But they said that this was too much of a nerf, so they basically just reversed it in a certain way. Cassie got buffed. Her projectiles now actually go faster. They have a traveling speed faster, 5%. It's not too much, but her projectiles are also going to be bigger, 10%, so they're going to be easier to hit. Corvus will be doing more damage per bullet now, and it will do more damage before it starts losing its damage. Sorry, it will have more distance until it starts losing damage. So you're going to be able to do max damage for a bigger distance now. All right. So you won't start losing damage or really close to yourself. So this is pretty good. It's more of a buff than anything. Now this here, a lot of people don't understand this. I'm going to explain. Projection is the dagger you throw to teleport. But if you don't end up teleporting, the dagger will reduce 1 second of your next cooldown. Only if you don't end up teleporting. This is to compensate because there's 3 seconds you have to wait until the dagger disappears, and then finally it will take 1 second away. It's just to help out a little bit. What they did was, now if you don't use the dagger, it will reduce 2 seconds. This is going to be huge when it comes to damage Corvus if you're using the dagger only to do stuns and you don't end up teleporting, okay? There you go. Eevee got buffed on multiple different ways. One of them is her blink. It's actually more instantly now, more instant, the faster. Instead of 0.2 seconds until it teleports, until you click the button and it teleports, it's actually less than that. It's half of what it is right now, which is good. And then Over the Moon, the talent itself will now actually give you 25% extra damage after just flying around with Soar instead of just 20%. They actually nerfed this a while ago, so basically they're just reverting it in a certain way. And Fernando sort of got nerfed. First of all, the resource that it requires for you to bring back the shield once like you're very, very low on your shield. Imagine you didn't get destroyed. It's like, what, 2% of HP, the shield. On Age is the talent that allows you to have the infinite shield. It requires you to have a little bit more minimum to be able to bring it back up. So that's good. They also reduced the regeneration rate of the shield. It's bringing its HP back up a little bit by 11%. It's not too much, trust me. It's still pretty good to tweak a little bit here and there. And then they also increased the time after taking damage before full rate of recharge. This means that if you're taking damage, it will not instantly be regenerating its HP. It takes like half a second, so 0.6 actually compared to what it says here. So they made it 0.1 second more, just so it to take a little bit more to recharge. Okay, that's it. Like, it's not even much of a difference. You won't even notice it. But basically, you take damage, you have to wait 0.7 seconds until the HP of the shield starts going back up. And they added a 1.5 second delay after the shield is completely destroyed, before it even starts regenerating. So it basically is a big nerf if you think about it, which is good in my opinion. But hey, let's see. Grover Deep Roots, I have to explain this because a developer was with me on the voice chat when we were watching and he explained to me. The Deep Roots will still root, but it's only the first person. Now, what it does is it roots the first person, then when bouncing on other people, it will basically slow them down for 35% for 2 seconds. Okay, it's not going to root the others as well. It just roots the first person you hit. Okay, there you go. Octavia basically got buffed. She does more damage when using her sights. She has more range now until it starts losing damage. The maximum effective range, whatever you want to call it. And she has more accuracy, which means you will not, the scope won't bounce as much, which is pretty good. Sarah's got nerfed a little bit on her Mortal Reach talent. So they've nerfed 5% of that extra heal tick rate speed or modification that would happen, but it's not that much of a thing. It's just like to see if it, you know, does anything. Honestly, if it was me, I wouldn't even have touched this, since we have to understand Cauterize got buffed. When in order to take a little look at two supports, we need to wait a little bit until we start seeing numbers, and this one wasn't like, this was too fast after Cauterize got no buffed. All right, Xiaoling here had more CC added to him and he got buffed. His Desert Silence, basically, I'm sorry, let me show you so that I can explain a little bit better. But basically, Xiaoling has this talent called Desert Silence. Crippling arrow now silences enemies for 2 seconds. Now, it says here, it reduces the cooldown of the crippling arrow by 1 second. This is what's going to happen now, okay? The arrow, now, your right click, it's now reduced by 1 second. And when you hit it, it will silence and slow enemies as well. So this is a buff to the talent, all right? For 2 seconds. So basically, they added a slow of 15% and plus a 1 second reduced cooldown into your right click, which means that it got buffed in multiple different ways. I know my cat is lagging. I don't know why. Maybe I'm doing some sort of a process in the back. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm sorry about that. But again, let's continue here. Well, yeah, they also reduced 1 second on the withdraw and 1 second on the rapid shots, so basically got buffed in multiple different ways. Sky, however, this one is a smart one. Her base healing on her talent for her, like, Smoke and Daggers, if you go into the talent, it says that it will heal for 150. So if you don't have the card that heals you on the smoke, it basically, you'll always just heal for 150 every 1 second, okay? Now, it will heal for 100 for every 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna stop here real quick and just see what's going on with all this that is happening right now. All right, and I'm back. I hopefully fixed it, because I don't know, Google Chrome apparently just eats too much. I don't know. Maybe the cat options are just too strong. Maybe there's some sort of an error. I can't even use the rendering window. It just crashes for some reason. I have to do a broadcast. I know most of you won't understand, but it doesn't matter. Either way, let's continue. Basically, the little base heal that this talent would now give you for the Smoke and Daggers for you and everybody else, it's now going to be less, and the smoke screen will no longer apply invisibility to you, which means that as a support Sky, you're gonna have some trouble. It's gonna be a lot harder for you to hide while doing all of this at the same time, okay? Strike's got a little bit of a buff. His time between shots is now 1.2 seconds instead of 1.25 on his sniper, and his pistol now became fully automatic, and it also reduced the vertical and horizontal recoil by 15%. Not too much, but the automatic thing, I'm actually curious to see what it worked there. Terminus, basically, his power siphon will now consume more energy while you're holding the power siphon up, which means it's going to be a lot less tanky. Terminus may end up becoming more of a off tank in a way than actually point tank. With all the different changes that have been given to him. Tyra got nerfed. Her nade launcher only does 650 damage now, and you can only go up to 20% max reduce damage when using the in the fray card. Basically, every time you would use nade shot, you would get damage reduction with this card. If you put it to the max, it would do 25%. With the change they did is that you can only have max 25%. It just refreshes its effect, but now it only does 20%, even if it does refresh the effect. Okay, there you go. Now, Vatu, basically, this is the talent that allows you to produce cooldowns by hitting shots. It would reduce 15% of each cooldown of all the cooldowns you'd have by hitting a normal shot with this talent. Now it's 12% instead of 15%. All right, as for bug fixes, there's not really much here. It's mostly like Corvus, for example. Apparently, if you use this ultimate on the spawn that you would just lock you out of all of his abilities. Swift Seer card for money, which I can look here real quick so you guys can see exactly what it is. Money is right here. So if you go Swift Seer, it's basically increase your movement speed while casting Infernal Cannon. Basically, if you used your flying ability of Imani, it would not function. This card would not function as soon as if you use your Infernal Cannon really straight away. So it would only work properly if you were standing on the floor or just give a tiny little jump, apparently. They also updated the description of Pip's ultimate. They fixed the little bug with the new talent for Atlas. It was not showing his avatar of that bug. that talent, sorry. They also fixed a little bit of an issue with collision map on Foreman's Rise for Yagarath, and they also fixed a couple of UI things, like for example the close button on the earn free rewards, the ads kind of thing. The X was not really aligned. They were also aware that apparently in gamepad, when you were going to watch the earn free rewards ads thing, the close on the bottom, like there's like a little subtitle here, it would tell you like which button to press to get out. That one was not there, of the coming back out of there. They also fixed a couple of problems here, but this apparently was only gamepad, where if you were looking at a skin that you don't own on, like when you're selecting the champion at the start of a match, and you go and watch a skin you don't have, it allows you to see how it will look like. On gamepad, apparently, you would be unable to use a skin booster if you try to use that. If you try to do that to like see the skin. And they basically just, fixed a couple of translation issues and messages errors as well. As for the rest, like for example, map changes and everything, I wanted to show that with skins. There's a couple of videos they did on stream. Currently, I'm actually recording this before the rest, because the rest I have to download the stream so I can have the video evidence of what I'm going to show you guys, so you can see and hear everything properly. So basically, you're going to be seeing this video still later. Sati is going to come out first, and all the skins and event passes is still going to come out first. But I'm just going to do this so I can, do some stuff first as fast as possible, because I'm still downloading the stream. And I'll see you guys basically in the next video, I guess. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until then, have a wonderful time. I'm out. Bye bye.